It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Because if you're on, start defense, our time. It's our time.
Jackson on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. On second down, here's Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Rolling to his left. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders, 52 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And now they have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Jackson. Snead's got it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 52 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Jackson throwing here complete to Boyle. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 21-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out. Hey, alert! Alert!
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Taking a shot for 6. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup of 38.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Open man is Bourne. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Here we go. Like 20.
Garoppolo again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
James now to return.
Let's go. Do it.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. CD, while we have a quick second here, I want to give a shout-out to 3 teams who have struggled mightily this year, who all got wins in Week 12. The Dolphins, the Redskins, and for their first win of the season, the Bengals.
How about you? I love your empathy, right? You hate to see teams struggle like this. Hate to see teams that are down. And when they get wins, you come with a little bounce, don't you? You got a little extra spring in your step. Those Bengals, and they beat the Jets, who at the time were hot, right? They won 3 in a row. How about Washington? That win over Carolina. And then, of course, the Dolphins. No one really saw that coming. Their win over Philadelphia, even though it was at home. Could those wins for those teams be the death knell for the teams that lost? The Jets, we're not going to talk about them anymore. Carolina, they still thought maybe a late run could put them in the playoff race in the NFC South. And then how about Philadelphia? But they're not out of it.
No.
They still control their destiny.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They run. It's Mark Ingram. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Ingram. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and
Let's go now. Now the wolf. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
.43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well.
Here we go.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Open man is Samuel, complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Jackson. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the 3/4 pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? What are they headed for the home stretch is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He finds an opening past the 40. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big one?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson, his second sack of the night. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you...
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 71 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
21.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Garoppolo, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10. Well, that's complete to Sanders. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give him 30 yards there.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Tighten up, tighten up. Tighten weapon.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing wrong football.
Jackson, option right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. He'll try and run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get...
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. And again, it's Ingram. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is third and goal.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They'll try and run. Ingram. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on fourth and goal.
They're running it. Showing it. Showing it. Check. Watch the football.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Let's go, 21. Here we go. It's going to be a long day. Shit. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, keep it up. Hey, switch gears. 21.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
They run again with Breida. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Let's go, baby.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They go screen. This is Ingram. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Jackson throwing on 4th down. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check, alert! 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 65.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open man is Bourne. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. 49ers. Kendrick Bourne. 81 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So the safety, obviously a big play, but now the offense, maybe they feel pressure to score with the defense doing something like that.
And it's good pressure because they put them in a nice spot now, having scored the points on defense, turn the ball back over to them. You're right, there's pressure to score, but they feel good about their chances.
That's good. They like that pressure. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for him.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 99 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none.
Here we go.
And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. This is caught. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Breida. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The 49ers now going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. There's Garoppolo to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game, it's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Come on, QB, come on. Share. 57, Mike 57. I'm coming after you. 57.
One last shot for Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, good night, everybody. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the San Francisco 49ers. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Alabama, 380.
Brady now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
At their own 41-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he rifles one incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Here we go.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. And he finds his tight end, Saleh. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Here we go. 180. I'm coming after you. Slam.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target.
Here we go. 180. Game situation. Let's go.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23.
On second down, Michelle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. On play action, it's Brady. That's caught by his tight end, Matt LaCosse. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Brady's pass intended for Ryan Izzo. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. He's going to air it out for into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 5-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go one more.
Garoppolo on first down. He's going to have the first down past the 20 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Watch the slip.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go.
Kyle Van Noy came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jamie Collins, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
CD with that incompletion. Let's look at some of the big games week 13. So these are ones that our crew, let me think of the biggest. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
2. 6. Pull it behind.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 50. 65.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. The Sanders has got it complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14, Patriots nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. On play action, now Brady. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Will I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Brady now to throw. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On the toss, here's Michel. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Wait, set 29, Alpha. Come, baby.
To throw, it's Brady. And he's got Sanu. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Here's Brady. Has a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. Forbath, the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. It's caught by Sanders. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything. Here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do?
Touchdown, 49ers! Deebo Samuel, 77 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw is Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. With that incompletion, I want to revisit some playoff talk. We talked about the top 2 seeds, but let's break down the AFC playoff picture. Ravens and Pats on top. If the season ended, we'd be looking at the Bills in the 5 spot and the Steelers the 6. That would give us wild card games of Bills, Chiefs, Steelers, Texans. You give the Titans, Raiders, Colts, or Browns any shot, Charles?
I give the Titans a shot. They get Houston twice in the last 4 games of the year. And the way they're running the ball with Derrick Henry and their defense playing well, yeah, they're very confident right now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit,
blitz coming, and down he goes. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kyle Van Noy able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys helped. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners take advantage of field position.